What is going on, YouTube? Sorry we're a couple minutes late, but things happen.
We got to talking.
Right? That's so weird. Like OBS is showing me the webcams and stuff on this overlay now.
Strange.
Nice. Anywho's, welcome in, Hellraisers. I am Voodoo.
I'm JT Dallas.
And this is another episode of the Race Hail Praisedale podcast. Get to go over Nashville. Look forward to the in-season tournament, which seeding starts next week. We already know who the 32 drivers competing are. Outside of that, we got some new news and sponsor additions and all that kind of fun stuff.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, go and hit that intro, baby.
All right. So I guess I will jump into the post-race breakdown. Let's get started with the cool stuff. Some penalty news. Well, this first one's an appeal panel. They cut the regular points penalty for Chris Buescher. I almost said Christopher Buescher. And the team from 60 points to 30 points. The rest of the penalty remains, and that includes the loss of 5 playoff points, 2 race suspension for crew chief, which he's already served this last week, and the $75,000 fine. If they want to put that in my bank account, I will gladly accept it right now.
You can just give me the 5,000. I don't even need the whole 75.
Shoot, you give me $75 right now, and I'd feel like top of the world.
Yeah, right. Moving forward to Charlotte, couple of things from Charlotte here. First things first, the Arca Menard Series points leader, Mr. LeVar Scott, has been docked 6 points, and his crew chief Glenn Parker has been fined $1,500 for a roof height violation. So,
bum bum bum.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Kyle Long, or I'm sorry, I said Kyle. Carl. It's
definitely Carl.
Coral Long's 66 Cup team and Daniel Dye and the Xfinities both have a tire changer and Jackman suspended for 2 races for a wheel coming off of their race cars at Charlotte.
It's
a big no-no.
Got to keep them wheels on.
Yes, sir.
With that being said,
didn't Denny have one too?
No.
I swore I'd seen Denny's lose one. No. I could be thinking of something else, but because I seen a joke where the tire beat him down pit road.
Maybe not. Not that I know of. Anywho, moving on to the race results from this past weekend at Nashville.
Yes, sure.
Woo! That's a sneak peek.
Result.
Sneak peek.
Shoot, my daughter will love that car.
We'll have to wait until later. So not with this graphic yet, but I mean, I'll cover this again when we get to it, but the schedule and the winless streak, I'm diddling around with the scene to maybe keep our live scene behind the image of the static one. So I didn't put it on everything because I didn't know if it would work yet, so we'll see if it works on those two before I flip it to these. But with that, that's why that Xfinity fastest lap has changed to be that purple background. Got it changed to
the black one.
No. But
well, that being said, the purse, of course, is $782,900 like usual. Corey Heim in the number 11 got the Busch Pole Award. And no one failed to qualify.
Yeah, they only had 32 trucks. So.
Yep.
He did have one go to the rear after the start of the race, Mr. Stuart Friesen in that 52 for unapproved adjustments. Your stage winners, stage 1 went to Lane Riggs. He stole the show from Corey Heim, who tried to steal the rest of the show, but fell up a little bit short. Corey Heim took stage 2. Then for your top 5, Mr. Raja Karuth back in victory lane.
Heck yeah.
In a minute since we've seen him there.
Yeah.
Corey Heim.
Listen, I'm pretty excited for Raja Karuth is one of the ones that I really pulled for as far as truck series.
Yeah.
Him and Tony, but seeing him in victory lane was pretty cool.
It'd be nice to see him in something other than the HendrickCars.com scheme, though.
100%. It's kind of like Kyle Larson at this point. I would almost pay to see him in anything but HendrickCars.com.
Right. So following up Raja Karuth and his comeback win there, Mr. Corey Heim came up short, got second place. Lane Riggs in that 34 in third. And then Mr. former Cup Series driver Daniel Hemrick came in fourth. And Corey Day in that 7 came in fifth.
Yes, sir. And then the 45 of Caden Honeycutt came in sixth, followed by Chandler Smith in the 38. Chai Majeski in the 98 came in eighth. Ninth went to 44 of Bailey Curie. And Grant Infinger in the number 9 came in 10th. Sorry, guys. It's been a Monday.
Stumbling over words today.
Yeah, dude. It's been a long day.
Yes, it was. Well, it wasn't one of my worst Mondays, but
it wasn't one of my worst, but it was definitely a Monday. But everything is under control. So,
like he mentioned, we do follow a couple drivers in the truck series. He mentioned Tony. That'd be Tony Breidinger. That number 5 truck, she came in 30th, and then Mr. Frankie Muniz, Malcolm in the middle himself. That number 33 truck came in 32nd. Almost finished in truck number position there, but there were only 32 trucks, so he couldn't pull that off. Then Corey Heim.
It'd be nice if Tony finished in 5th.
That'd be nice for her too. Corey Heim got the fastest lap in that number 11 truck on lap 63, 30.240. So something you'll notice, we always have some kind of theme going on between all these races, and if you'll notice something between last week and this week, all 3 drivers that got the fastest lap last week also got the fastest lap this week.
I did notice that. They got the NOS systems in their cars,
Right.
All right. So there were no issues post-race, but I'm moving on to the Xfinity race, the Tennessee Lottery 250. Purses, I think it's the same. It could be a little different.
It is the same, yeah.
1.6 mil. So William Solowik got the pole in the number 18 car. There were a couple of failed qualifies, and I don't know if your boy
he didn't even try this week. So
yeah, that's what I thought. So, but Catherine Legg failed to qualify, along with Glenn Reen, so that we did not get to see those two on track. And there was no one to the rear.
Yep, and then so begins the Justin Allgaier show. Stage 1,
Yes.
Stage 2, race, fastest lap, all his.
Yeah, it all went to Justin Allgaier, which is I'm wondering how long it'll be until he makes his cut.
I'm pretty sure he'll be jumping up next season.
Man, I got a good feeling he's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Now, the only problem is it's got to be a Chevy team, and I don't really know who's going to be on the hot seat for Chevy, because RCR already confirmed Austin Dillon and Kyle Busch for next season. Pretty sure none of the Hendrick cars are going anywhere. Ricky Stenhouse probably isn't going anywhere because he's actually on an uphill battle this season. Doing pretty good.
Trying to think who that leaves. Spire.
I mean, you got Spire, but Kelly Carson's doing good. McDowell usually does good. I mean, maybe Justin Haley might be gone.
Maybe. I mean, who's in front row? Because who's in front row?
Front row, you got Noah Gregson, Todd Gilliland, and Zane Smith. And Zane Smith could go. Zane Smith haven't been doing
I would say it would be either between Zane Smith or
Justin Haley. Yeah, Trackhouse is probably not going anywhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume not. But
yeah, I mean that'd be
I don't
pretty
know.
much it. I think. I don't know.
Maybe who knows? Maybe Junior Motorsports come in and started their own team.
I'm pretty sure they'll be back for the Daytona 500 at least.
Oh yeah,
especially after getting the top 10 already. Their first start.
very
Pretty good. But anywho's your top five here? Obviously, Justin Allgaier taking the win. Connor Zilic in the 88 came in second. Sam Mayer in the 41 came in third. And his teammate Sheldon Creed in the 00 came in fourth. And then Watermelon Man Ross Chastain in the number 9 truck. Truck, whatever. The number 9 car came in fifth. Trying to be like him.
All right, so Eric Almirola in the 19 came in sixth, followed by Austin Hill in the 21. Number 8 went to the number 8. Eighth position went to the number 2 of Jesse Love. Arson Quapple. I said it right. I almost didn't, but I said it right. Carson. Isn't it Carson or is it Arson?
It's Carson. I'd love to see
Carson Quapple. Yep. Coming ninth, and Sammy Smith came in 8th. Or 10th, I'm sorry, in the number 8 car. Oh, my Lord.
We promise we're semi wannabe professionals. Couple of drivers that we follow from the podcast. Be the 29, or it came.
We're both doing it now.
I told you, I'm just trying to be like him.
42.
The 42 of Fast Pasta Anthony Alfredo came in 29th. And then 99. Matt DiBenedetto in the number 99 came in 32nd. They've both been kind of struggling this season.
And then, of course, like we said earlier, the Xfinity fastest lap went to Justin Allgaier on lap 55 with a 30.792, so slower than the trucks.
Yep, we got a couple penalties here. Post-race tech. The number 10 had been disqualified for failing rear heights. That's not on just one side, that was on both sides. And then the number 88 had 2 lug nuts not safe and secure, so expect a fine and some ejections coming up for the Reed.
Yep.
Moving on to the Crackle Barrel 400 at Nashville.
Crackle Barrel 400.
Purse dropped down back to the same amount that it's been all season, except for the Coke 600 and the Daytona 500.
Facts. We got a newer name. I haven't seen his name on the Pole Award this year. Chase Briscoe.
You talking about, homie? That's back to back.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
No one failed to qualify.
Yeah,
but
the pole Charlotte too.
Yep. There was a unapproved adjustment of AJ Allmendinger. The team made an adjustment to the splitter after pre-qualifying tech. So they started at the rear, lost pit selection, and had to serve a stop and go after taking the green flag. Car chief Jaron Antley was ejected and had his hard card confiscated.
Guess that means he's not welcome back for a little bit.
I would assume not. I guess he tried to start a fight when the judges were like, "No, man, you can't do that."
Somebody else having a little success this season finally. Mr. Denny Hamlin pulled a stage win. And then Mr. Ryan Blaney got himself a stage win on stage 2. And locked himself into the playoffs with a win. We both had him picked, so it doesn't really change anything going on.
But you know, it did change. He was followed by Carson Hocevar in the 77. A great run by him.
How about them apples?
And then, I know, right? And then Denny got third, of course. Joey Logano was in fourth, and Willie B was in fifth.
Then Mr. Bubbles came in sixth.
Hey,
Mr. Eric Jones for Legacy Motor Club.
Hang on. We're going to pause for a second. I'm salty. Because Eric booted Bell out of the way
No.
Oh, no. You
No.
watched it the same way I did.
I did, and he was hugging that yellow line. How much further down do you want him to go on the track? Just saying.
I don't know about that one.
We will agree to disagree on this one, sir.
We will agree to disagree because I think I get their racing. It was the end of the race. I'm giving Jones the credit because I am a Legacy fan. I'm just saying. I feel like with Bell being right there, he could have done a little bit more than slam Bell.
What is he supposed to do? Stop driving?
No, but he could have, like, bumped him a little less.
Man, he was on the yellow line. Christopher Bell shouldn't have been coming down to the bottom. He should have saw that he was there and not come down to the bottom.
All I'm going to say is when the dude that's got the faster car is coming down, you might want to back off a little bit.
Nah.
That's all I'm going to say.
He had the faster car. Why was he able to get his nose down there? That's all I'm saying. Anywho's.
Well, Jones has a little bit more experience, driving. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah,
Granted, I think it's awesome that they both got a top 10. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I'm a little butthurt.
Yeah, well. Anywho's, like I mentioned, Eric Jones came in at 7th. Kyle Larson, after that mishap way at the beginning of the race where it looked like his car was about to blow up on him, came back and got himself a top 10 in 8th. Tyler Reddick in 9th. And then whoever that Christopher Bell guy is in 10th.
Dang, 23XI got 2 drivers in the top 10.
Right. All right, my half of RHPD Motorsports got top 10.
One of mine does too.
Yeah, both of mine got it. So.
No, I didn't ask that. A couple of guys that we watch out for. JJ Yaley in the 44 finished 34th. Chad Fincham in the 66 finished 35. And Corey Heim finished 37th due to an accident on lap 130.
Probably because they saw that car and freaked out because it's so dang ugly.
Probably. And then, of course, Denny got the fastest lap on lap 126 with a 29.663. Can I just point out that I am not gonna lie, I am loving the Prime broadcasts.
Absolutely.
There's so much more information. You get to see more of the race. You have, I'm not saying that, how do I put this? You have broadcasters that actually know the car and know what they're talking about because they've been there. It's awesome. If they would do the whole series on Prime, 1, it would save me money, and 2, I'd be a lot happier.
Right. When you get all those people complaining that the races aren't on regular cable TV that they're paying for, but
yeah,
I would drop YouTube TV if they did them all on Prime.
In a heartbeat, dude. In a heartbeat, I would drop YouTube TV.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it was if they showed it the next day on Prime, I'd probably still drop YouTube TV.
Maybe so. It'd be kind of hard to do the podcast the day after, though.
I mean, if they dropped it Monday mornings.
Yeah.
We could watch the race and then... I mean, I get what you're saying, but... I don't know. I'm just... I'm a little salty with YouTube TV because they upped their prices. And I'm not happy about it. Anyway, that's enough about my problems. There were no post-race tech issues, only some attitude issues. So, which I'm pretty sure that's every race.
Right. With that being said, we'll jump over to the winless streak because Mr. Ryan Blaney was able to knock himself into a goose egg now.
Yep.
So, this is one of those I told you I was testing out to see how it looked.
It doesn't look bad.
Yeah. I was worried it might alter some of the colors of the number cards, but it doesn't look looks good.
Yeah, I like it. Of course, you got Ty Dillon with 259, closing in on Corey LaJoie's record.
See, Ryan Priest hit that 200 now.
Yeah, I did see that. The only difference is Ty Dillon has actually won a race.
Right. Corey LaJoy never will. We got some news for Corey LaJoy too in a little bit.
But yeah, so the only thing that's really changed is everybody gained one, and Ryan Blaney,
except for Ronnie Blaney,
reset himself. Yeah.
Yeah, and he wasn't on a long streak. He was only like 14 races in.
So, yeah, I was about to say he wasn't too far. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty obvious what group are staying around the winner's circle.
Yeah.
But
kind of obvious. But that being said, jump over to our rookies.
Yep.
So, this is going to be interesting. It's going to look like a typo because we got 3 drivers that we cover in this little next segment here that all have the exact same amount of points.
Yep.
So, it's not a typo. My rookie be Riley Earpst. In that 35, he's now got 14 starts and still no wins, top 10s or poles. Whoop-de-doo. Started in right. Started in 37th, finished 24th. Currently 35th in the standings, technically, with 173 points.
Nice. So I have SVG as my rookie. He has 14 starts and 1 top 10.
All he's got.
All he's got. Yep. He started 23rd, went back to 25th. He's currently 33rd with 173 points. They're tied, basically. And the way this is going, I wouldn't be surprised if Riley Earpst ends up passing SVG again.
Me either. And that's because I picked him. Moving on.
Let's take a look at RHP Motorsports. All right, so I'll start first because usually you do.
Right.
Cole Custer, I have running the 55. He has 14 starts and nothing else. He started 29th and finished in the top 20 with 19th. Currently sitting 34th with points, and has 173. My golden boy driver is Christopher Bell in the 56 NOS car. He has 14 starts, 1 pole, 1 stage win, 6 top 5s, 10 top 10s, and 3 race wins. Started 7th, finished 10th. Currently 3rd in points with 459 points.
Such a shame that he's not up at top. Moving on to my team, half of the team, I guess. Carson Hocevar in that Mountain Dew 37 got 14 starts with a pole. No stage wins, but he's got 2 top 5s now and 3 top 10s. Still working on that race win. He was almost there this weekend because he started 26th, finished 2nd. Currently 17th in points, so he actually jumped up a few spots with 287 points. And then Mr. Tyler Reddick himself, also with 14 starts, obviously. He's got 1 pole, no stage wins, 3 top 5s, and 5 top 10s. Still working on a race win with him. But he started 4th, finished 9th, and is currently 6th in the standings with 429 points.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about the in-season tournament. Jump over to that.
Yes, sir.
So the in-season tournament. I'm sorry. Do you want to go ahead? Go ahead.
You can go.
So it is a tournament where the 32 full-time driver tops in points qualify for an in-season tournament. The bracket will be based on the performance in the next 3 weeks at Michigan, Mexico City, and Pocono. There will be a head-to-head in racing mashups starting with Atlanta, then Chicago, then Sonoma, then Dover, and Indy. So basically they're just bracketing who's going to win the bracket out of the top 32. Or not top 32, but the 32 drivers in point. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
They'll be pitted against each other, yeah.
I'm trying.
32 drivers will go in to Atlanta. The the order that they're seated will be picked. Like you mentioned, Michigan, Mexico City, and Pocono, their average finish will sort out the seating there. 32 drivers will go into Atlanta. 16 will go to Chicago. 8 will go to Sonoma. 4 will go to Dover. And then the final 2 will hit Indy to race for that $1 million prize. We already got 4 drivers that didn't make it. So, obviously, we got 36 chartered teams, but only 32 make it in. So Shane Van Gisbergen's out. Riley Earps is out. So both rookies. You got half of his team that's out already, being Cole Custer at 41. And then Mr. Cody Ware, the 51, was out before it even started because he's like 100 and something points behind 32nd place.
Yep.
Struggle bus for him. We will have some graphics once the head-to-head thing starts. I've already started working on them. So once we figure out seating and all that stuff, we'll show you the graphics to show you who's going against who and all that fun jazz.
Nice. All right, so you ready to jump on over to our trackside trends?
Let's do it to it.
All right, let's start with some NASCAR updates. The LGB coin and NASCAR versus NASCAR update. Florida judge ruled that the case can go to trial for LGB coin promissory estoppel. I don't know what that means.
Relying on a promise.
Or relying on a promise. Look, you even put parentheses because you're like, he ain't gonna get it.
I'm not gonna lie, I stole this straight from the update.
Okay. So claims for damages due to its market value that claims result that NASCAR initial okay of sponsorship. Judge tossed the breach of contract and all defamation claims. So basically, he was like, no.
Yeah. I don't remember which driver it was, but remember there was one driver that got approved to run the Let's Go Brandon coin right after that whole thing went viral. And then they
2 years ago?
Yeah, it was wild.
They're just now suing it now?
Well, it's just now like getting heard and being able to go to trial and all that stuff. But that's what this is about. The race team is trying to get damages.
Stupid.
Yeah.
No, their coin just sucked and it didn't take off like everybody thought it would. So now they're trying to get money to throw back into it.
Maybe so. But speaking of throwing money at something, somebody should throw money at this one. Yep. Rockingham Speedway is up for sale. I think they have a bunch of interested parties, and what did I say? It was like July sometime. I think they were making the decision.
Yeah.
We'll see. Hopefully, we'll see some more NASCAR there.
I hope NASCAR gets to buy it. I hope. Well, I would love for NASCAR to buy it, but at the same time, I would also love for like an independent owner.
Need old Cletus McFarLand to buy it.
Right.
He did wonders with Freedom Factory.
We'll just draw out 25 million and offer that.
Well, this is for something else. 25 million for something else.
Oh, it's together, so that's why I was like,
it's separated on my page.
On mine, it's together.
Well,
but anyway, so since I know it's
yeah, go ahead.
The Charlotte City Council is discussing a $25 million project for improving the NASCAR Hall of Fames. Plans call for relocation of the gear shop to former NASCAR studio location, new education spaces, and a relocation of the cafe and additional event space. I went there in 23. That place is big and it's awesome.
Well, they're trying to make it bigger.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. And they're making it bigger, and that makes me happy. They have like this huge like theater, like as you walk in, that you can watch like old NASCAR clips and stuff. It was really cool. They had some documentaries about just like old like moonshine runners. While we were there, some of like the very first days of NASCAR. And then they've got this huge road that you can see the different banks of each track. Like at the end they've got Daytona and Talladega, and you can walk on it and see what it feels like to walk on. It's really cool. If you have not been and you are able to go, I highly recommend it. It's really cool. And now that I know that they're making it bigger, I'm gonna have to go again. So,
well, I'm gonna have to go for the first time.
so who knows? We might be able to meet up there and go to Charlotte next year or something.
Maybe so.
Especially if I get this, if I get this job, we might have to take a
I'm
week
about to
trip
say,
again.
me and the wife getting a pay bump. So maybe we'll see.
Maybe.
Moving on to team changes though. Starting with fan favorite on YouTube as well as in the NASCAR world, Mr. Cletus McFarland, aka Garrett Mitchell from ARCA, could get involved with a new potential Craftsman Truck Series team from Stellantis's Ram Trucks brand. Should Dodge complete talks to enter the sport. So it sounds like they're going to be jumping in to the trucks in 2026. Hasn't been completely certified yet, but sounds like it's going to happen.
It sounds like Mopar's coming back. Well, not Mopar anymore, but you know what I mean. I am here for it, bro. I loved Dodge when it was in NASCAR. They put out some of the coolest cars ever. Because I'm sorry, you will never tell the little boy that lives inside me that the 2012 Busch Light car was not the coolest car ever, because it was. Or the Casey Kane Dodge car.
Well, that means that was Casey Kane. That's a given. Yeah,
that's true. But I mean, like even like the Spider-Man Mopar cars were like the top tier. Ah.
Yep.
It's nice. I'm excited for them. But you know what I'm not excited for? Well, I am, but I'm not. Corey LaJoie's coming back.
Yeah.
He's coming back for 9 races in the Craftsman Truck Series, running the Spire 07. And those races are as follows: Michigan, Richmond, Darlington, Bristol, New Hampshire. I'm sorry. Charlotte, Talladega, Martinsville, and Phoenix.
Yep. So 9 race stint coming back for them.
Yep. So who knows? Ty Dillon might have a couple breather room.
No, because this isn't a Cup Series start.
Oh, true. Oof.
He gets 9 freebies right here.
Who knows? He might get to win one and then shut everybody up. I doubt it.
It wouldn't count for resetting his Cup Series total though.
Nope, it sure wouldn't.
But moving on, Mr. Daniel Suarez will drive for Junior Motorsports in the Xfinity race at Mexico City. Be in the number 9 car, and obviously we'll have sponsorship from Quaker State. Why not?
I think it'd be cool if he had like a more local Mexico City sponsor.
Right. Another cool thing about Mexico City, though, is that NASCAR has added 2 extra starting positions to the Xfinity race. But there is a caveat. 2 teams that make the field using those spots will not receive any purse money, points, or win purse.
So why would they want to be there?
Well, I mean, I think they're just trying to fill the field up a little bit more while they're there. And if there's extra people coming, they don't want to send them home being DQ'd and stuff.
All I'm going to say is I wish instead of doing that, they would do a like NASCAR Mexico driver.
Well, I mean, Daniel Suarez is starting it.
Not a Mexican NASCAR driver, a NASCAR Mexico driver.
Oh, you're talking about from the Mexico series?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, the Mexico series. I wish they would throw a couple of those guys in it.
It's possible. We might see it happen.
Hey, who knows? That might be what this is leading up to.
Maybe so.
But Kufandi will sponsor Christopher Bell in the NASCAR Cup Series event in Martinsville this fall. I think I missed one, but...
You did, but it's okay.
Oh, well. This gives me Tony vibes hardcore.
Yeah, see that.
Like, it's I guess it's the orange on it, but this thing, like, I like it. It's a lot better than the Ream scheme.
Well, I mean, I can make a better scheme than the Ream scheme.
That's fair.
And I could do it blindfolded.
With one arm tied behind my back. Yeah. I like the scheme.
It's got orange on it. I don't mind it.
I'm probably going to have to buy this one.
We'll see how he does on track with it.
I hope he gets a win.
But the one that he skipped over, reigning supercars Australia champion Will Brown's making a return. He'll be driving the number 13 Mobile X/Shaw and Partners Financial Services Chevrolet in the Cup Series race at Chicago. That's at least one extra car there.
This makes me think of that scene in The Waterboy, which is why I did that stupid saying, but where they're like, even the other teams are trying with their towel guys, and like he gets absolutely decimated.
Right.
Not that I'm saying that's going to happen, because I mean, look at SVG. He come in and won his first race. But right. I just think it's funny. One team saw SVG do that, and they're like, well, we want to do that.
Yeah, sounds about right.
But anyway, Jimmy Johnson has signed with Hollywood agency WME to represent him and Legacy Motor Club in all areas. A move that should build his business empire off the track and could also help the team with sponsorship and commercial efforts. I am down for this, because if there's one thing that you have heard me say 800 million times as a NASCAR collector, I miss the 90s when NASCAR was on everything. Oh, you want to go to Arby's? There's a NASCAR Cup. You want to go get McDonald's? Guess what the toy is? A NASCAR. You want this cereal box? Because it's got a NASCAR in it. This is what I miss. You could buy anything and everything NASCAR. Look right here. I have Pepsi bottles that are NASCAR. I want that again. This is what I want. And I feel like this is one step to get closer to getting it. Yep. Jimmy Johnson or not, I am especially happy because it's Jimmy Johnson. Because if you haven't noticed, I got Jimmy Johnson there, Jimmy Johnson there. I'm a Johnson fan.
I got Jimmy Johnson in a couple more places than you do.
On camera, yes.
Most display.
Yeah. Go on. I will order.
I also have a jacket behind me.
I'll tell you the one that I really want, the like the olive green one that he ran, the ally scheme. I want to say
the patriotic one.
Yep, that's the one I want. I mean, granted, that one's really cool. That's his 7-time champion Darlington throwback.
I got two versions of that.
Yeah.
Thanks to
I was talking about the helmet.
For one of them.
I was talking about the helmet.
Oh, well, I was talking about the diecast.
I still have that one. I've got the 1/64th. But I don't know. I'm super excited because I hope that, going to that Dollar Tree and seeing that Eric Jones little display really hyped me up there for a little bit, because it felt like part of my childhood, and especially when I brought it home, because you should have seen the lady's face, and I was like, "Can I have that?" She's like, "Have what?" I was like, "The cardboard thing right there. Can I have that?" She's like, I guess.
Anywho's.
Yeah, sorry.
Talking about Daniel Suarez again. This time in the Cup Series. This is what you got a sneak peek of earlier. Very Good Ventures will serve as the primary sponsor for Suarez in the Cup Series event at Pocono.
Yep. My daughter would love that.
Beautiful unicorn.
Unicorn on it. The only way would be better if it was pink.
Yeah, but I'm thinking the colors of VGV is probably that blue.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not. I was just saying that that's the only way she would like it better. It was pink and purple.
Pink. Yeah, I was going to say pink or purple.
Do the Kyle Busch thing with kittens on your car. Let's see here. I think that's all of our news.
I believe so.
So you ready to jump on over to our race day horizon? All right. So let's talk about, well, I guess You can go ahead. Go ahead, because I think I did this last time.
Jump into Michigan. Like we mentioned before, we're trying to play around with the graphics, improve the stream for you. So let's see how that looks. Changed up the layout, as well as have the live thing behind us still.
Nice.
So, Michigan International Speedway. Don't have any Xfinity racing this weekend, but starting on Friday, that beeth June 6th, at 1 p.m. we got truck practice. Didn't notice anywhere that it was being broadcasted. Kind of odd. 2 p.m. hour later, you got ARCA practice, which usually isn't broadcasted anywhere. But then at 3:05 p.m., you got your ARCA qualifying, which also isn't broadcasted anywhere for some reason. But you do finally get to see some cars on track at 6 p.m. Be the Henry Ford Health 200 on FS2. And you get to see them ARCA cars go for 100 laps.
Heck yeah. Moving on to Saturday, June 7th, at 8:05 a.m. because for some reason they're oddly specific. The truck qualifying will be on FS1, and the cup practice and qualifying will be on Prime at 9:30 a.m. Dead at noon, you'll have the truck race, the DQS Solutions and Staffing 200, powered by Precision Vehicle Logistics.
Say that 3 times fast.
No, I could barely say it one time at normal speed. It will be on Fox. Looks like, what is that? Just Fox. So, the first and second stage will be 30 laps apiece, and the final stage will be 65 laps for a grand total of 125 laps.
Mm-hmm.
And you can take it, but I'm gonna do the sound on
Sunday. Hang on, baby. This is gonna get bumpy.
On Sunday. So, if you haven't noticed with this Prime coverage, I know we only got 3 races left to watch them. This also starts the in-season tournament seeding, so keep that in mind. Yep. But if you get into the Prime live stream before the race starts, I think it's 30 minutes before the race starts, they actually have like images of what's going on at the track going on already. Now, they don't have any audio of like them talking or anything, but they flash through different areas of what's going on at the racetrack. Pretty cool.
Yep.
But
like I really do enjoy the Prime broadcast.
Absolutely.
I would love for it to be even, like I said, even if they did a broadcast and like it was, separate, I wish it would have as many as like FS1 or NBC. I would much rather it, and I'm gonna say this, I'd much rather it replace FS1 because Fox just isn't great. I said it.
Well, we only had 2 races on Fox for the Cup Series. Rest of it was on FS1.
Yeah. I don't really care for the Fox broadcast booth, which FS1 is Fox, in case you guys didn't know.
Yeah.
But
as well as FS2.
Yeah, I don't care for it. I wish that they would move Kevin Harvick over to Prime and have Kevin Harvick Jr., Mike Joy, and Larry McReynolds. So that if they had those on Prime and they replaced Fox, I would not lose any sleep over it, even if it was just for the Cup. Like if they did the Xfinity and all that on Fox, great.
It seems like Xfinity is going to stay on CW.
Yeah, true. I like the CW.
I like their leaderboard.
Yeah.
Anywho's, back to the Cup Series. You get the Firekeepers Casino 400 at 2 p.m. on Prime, obviously. We were talking about it. Stage 1 is 45 laps. Stage 2 is 75 laps. And the final stage is 80 laps for a total of 200 laps around Michigan International Speedway.
Heck yeah. Let's talk a little bit about the entry list. So for trucks, we have 32 entries. And the 2 entries that aren't normal is Hocevar. He'll be running the 7 truck for Spire. And Ross Chastain will be in the 44 for front row.
Niche.
I'm not sure.
Nice Motorsports.
Nice. Okay. Sorry, I couldn't remember who he was running for. But anyway, yeah, that's your entry.
Infinity's on an off week, and then for Cup, it's kind of boring. We got just our 36 charter teams and no open teams for the first time this season.
I wish Johnson would show. It'd be nice.
Yeah, well, he's not done racing yet. See how many races he does
done.
next season.
I'm just saying. It would be awesome to see him run a full season again. But anyway, we got some sponsors that we need to talk about. And it looks like we only have one scheme for it, but
Well, I didn't get the scheme uploaded. We don't have it.
oh, just kidding. No, we don't. But we can talk about
I'm
it.
a bad human being.
Chastain is running the Busch Light Apple.
Yes, sir. And then Mr. Austin Dillon. I don't believe this is a new sponsor or paint scheme, but it's not what he normally runs. So that I done listed here, but he'll be in the Dow Mobility Science vehicle, which I want to say is that black and red paint scheme.
Yeah, with the DOW diamond on it. Noah Gragson will be running Miller Tech, which I don't really remember if we've seen him run a Miller Tech yet.
I don't think we have this season. I'm pretty sure he did last season though.
Okay.
Chris Brusher going to the next Kroger mix-up will be Kraft and Artisanal.
So it's probably gonna have cheese on it. Of two kinds.
Is it cheese or is it yeah, maybe.
Sure.
What was it last time? Like a BLT maybe on the side of it?
Yeah, I think so. So it might be
Might be similar.
similar, yeah. Todd Gilliland running the Martin Transportation Center. So not in his normal love scheme.
And then here you go, Mr. Daniel Suarez coming back with your scheme that you like. The Jockey Infinite Cool Underwear scheme.
Yes, sir. But anyway, that's all of the sponsors from Michigan that we know of. But we can talk about our sponsors that we picked this week.
Yes, we can. Jump on over to S Cubed.
Alrighty then. Our Slick Scheme Spotlight, or as we refer to it as S Cubed, is brought to you by Happy Hour Racing, your one-stop shop for all your NASCAR and F1 needs. I have personally bought from them. They're awesome. I mean, at first I thought it was going to be like used stuff that, they bought off, whatever. Nope. Turns out it's brand new, comes with tags. Everything's great. Good price. But if you go check it out and you buy something, use code RHPD to support the podcast. They're with no extra cost to you. The Happy Hour Racing team just sends us a little off the top and helps us along. And like I said, it costs you absolutely nothing.
Indeed.
But
with that being said, I have the older scheme. Yep. Anyways, Mr. Mark Martin. Speaking of diecast you can get in cereal boxes and stuff.
Yeah, right.
I remember back in the day, Mr. Mark Martin in his Winn-Dixie car. I went to the local Winn-Dixie and actually got his diecast out of some stuff there at the store. It was pretty cool. And all like the displays and stuff like that. Pretty cool. I'm gonna have to mute that Discord for our GTA stuff. This is going ham right now. Anyways, this is from the 1999 season. This specific image is from the Daytona 500 of that season, where he started 9th, finished all the way back in 31st due to a handling issue on lap 147. So, pretty cool car, Valvoline car with that awesome 6 font that they needed to bring back.
100%.
That be's mine.
It's not quite his Viagra scheme, but it's a good one.
It's got a V on it.
It does have a V on it.
That's mine. Moving to his. I'm sorry for all the Discord beeping going on. I didn't think I'd have to mute the doggone server.
I know. I was over here thinking the same thing. Oh my gosh.
But we're live, and so I have to deal with it this time. I'll have to remember it for next time.
That's right.
Jumping over to Dally Scheme from Nashville.
Yes, sir. I had Chastain, which he finished 11th. I liked the guitar on the side of the car, which I know we missed our scheme scene.
Yep.
It's last week, so we didn't get to talk about it. I liked this car a lot. I think it's really cool that they incorporated Nashville's music scene to it. He didn't do bad. He finished in 11th. I can't remember exactly where he started, but yeah, I just like. It was.
He started in 5th.
5th, but still, he finished in the top 20, right outside the top 10. So, but like I said, I liked that they incorporated some of like the local stuff from the track. That and I like the white and blue just played pretty good off each other. I liked it.
Not quite as good as Bowman's scheme from last season. Yeah,
that's 100% true. That was one of the coolest things to see go around track.
I was kind of upset with him doing just a plain old ally scheme.
I know. Also, if we're going to talk about his teammates, I liked the Kubota scheme that Suarez ran last year in Texas, I want to say. With like it was orange with like the luchadora stuff on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that.
It was pretty cool. But anyway, that's my scheme.
Remember to go check out happyhourracing.com.
Sir, and while you're at it, why don't you hit that subscribe button down there and make us 131.
Because we're still stuck at 130.
Yep. I've noticed that we get a lot when the season starts, but throughout the season it kind of slows down. So,
yeah,
here's the hoping. But if you guys are watching, thank you guys so much. You should go check out our socials, which they're usually linked below. And if you like NASCAR and you like trying to figure out who's going to win it, you should join our NASCAR fantasy. It is Ray's Hale, that's Hale, Praisdale podcast. If it doesn't say podcast, it's not ours. And it does require a password, but it's okay. The password's easy. It is lowercase RHPD 2024. So if you want to jump in, and if you're already in a fantasy, your points will transfer over, so you don't have to worry about starting way late. If not, hey, you can get your jump in for next season. Maybe beat out Trash Can, because the winner of that gets a 1/64th diecast from the Lionel Racing shop, whatever it is. So,
yeah, unfortunately, Trash Can broadened his gap on me this week.
Yeah,
gained 19 points on me, so I think I'm 31 points behind now.
Oof. But what's going on, Fritz?
Welcome back, sir. It is important to look good winning. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I look good all the time. I say to myself all the time, it's not true.
Shoot, it's true for me. I say it to the mirror and say, dang, you're one good looking dude.
Broken mirror, huh?
I didn't say what kind of mirror.
Oh, man. Anywho's. We also have our own merch. That link is down in the description below as well.
Yep.
Check that out. Got some cool stuff. Got that logo. Got a whole bunch of characters. Cucumber Cowboy, Fast Pasta, Joey Lasagna, Matt DiBurrito.
Sir, I do believe we have some different stuff coming out.
Certified Hail Razor.
Yep. Did you ever upload the Retro Razor?
He is not uploaded yet, but there is that 180 style. That's all.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, you guys should go check that out. I need to order that 80s style. I said I was going to it, then I forgot all about it.
Well,
but
I just reminded you.
Yeah. We also need to upload the retro razor because I think that would be a cool sticker.
Yeah, for sure.
Slept out on my bike. But anyway,
that's all we got.
Yeah, I think it's your turn to sign us out.
Let's do it to it. So that's the checkered flag for this week's show. Keep your engines revved, and we'll catch you next time, Hellraisers.